Another week, another school, another bloody test of wills. Another bunch of bloody kids, a bloody way to pay the bills. 5 days of teaching poetry, 5 days in which to be precise. No matter how your lesson plan, you know you're skating on thin ice.
The Meadows Special School, County Durham. All 60 students have statements of special needs: social, educational, behavioural. And a lot of them face real problems with literacy too. But every year, they spend a week creating poetry with writer Andy Croft.
I spend a lot of my time ricocheting from school to prison, secondary, primary, infants, special schools. And what I really like about working at the Meadows School, what I really love about the kids here, is that they're like all the other kids I work with, but only more so. They're more extreme, they're more irritating, and they're more frustrating than other kids. But the satisfactions when they conjure a poem out of nothing, they're all the more great. We got a load of work to do today.
Everyone gets to write a poem in their tutor group.
But before we
This year's project is based on trees and word play. Year 8's subject is the school office.
The poem that you're going to write is about a tree called the secretary. What word does that sound like to you? Secretary, yeah. So that's why it's going on that computer screen near the office, because it's going to be about Paula and Anne. OK, so what I want you to write down is, can you write down something that the secretaries do a lot of in that little office?
On the computer?
Write it down. Just...
We're writing ideas down.
I've used exactly the same model with all the groups, in which we take a particular vocabulary of trees and then a particular vocabulary of something else, and then we jumble it up. So we describe the trunk, or the branch, or the leaves, or the roots in terms of the other vocabulary. Dean, what have you got on your board? What do secretaries do?
You type on the computers letters for children.
They do, don't they?
And you drink coffee and chatting.
Excellent. Now I want you to write down some of the things that you find in that office. What are the things in that room?
Money, safes.
Write them down. Now what I want you to do, make another little list of words for different parts of a tree. Can we hear what we got?
Leaves.
Leaves. Dean.
Branches.
Branches. Johnny.
Berries.
Berries. Yeah, good one. Lenny.
Trunk.
Trunk. Sorry.
Spikes.
Spikes. Oh, like the spiky twigs. I don't give them the words because they've got the words there, and if they can just connect my questions and their answers, then we get a poem at the end of it. Now, this is the hard bit. You've got your 2 lists of office words, and you've got your list of tree words. And we're going to try and jumble them up. Which bit of the tree shall we describe first? With Chelsea?
The trunk.
The trunk. OK. Is there anything there that is strong? Oh, fantastic, Johnny, like a safe. The trunk is, good words, big and strong. Yeah? OK, so the trunk is big and strong, like the school safe. Johnny, which bit of the tree do you want to try?
Twigs.
The twigs, OK. Let's look at your office words.
Pencils.
Fantastic. The twigs are beep as pencils. What's the missing word? The twigs are
Pointy.
pointy.
Oh,
sharp. Let's do them both, pointy and sharp as pencils. That's fantastic, Simon. Hold on. It genuinely is their work. They wouldn't have been able to do it without me or without someone else like me, but they're not my words, they're not my phrases, they're not my images. What have we got in the offices that are a bit like leaves? And what I like about this as a model is that you can do literal connections, or you can do more interesting metaphorical connections. We've done the trunk, the twigs. Do we say nuts? Because that's all kind of nuts, isn't it?
Yeah.
Look at your office list. What's nuts there? You don't.
Anne and Paula.
Anne and Paula, yeah.
Where's Johnny?
Nut like nuts. That is brilliant. And I'm just thinking how to do that. Anna and Paula, they are nuts. The secretary. The trunk is big and strong as the school safe. The twigs are pointy and sharp as pencils. The branches swerve like typing fingers. The leaves rustle like piles of paper. Anne and Paula are nuts. The roots are tangled like telephone wires. The bark shreds like paper in a shredder. And at night, the sound of the wind is the sound of Anne and Paula chatting and drinking coffee while the phones are ringing.
Oh, that's brilliant.
So you're immortalised now?
Oh, thank you.
Every child has their own story and reasons for being here. Jade and Stuart are in their final year. Being at the school has given them another chance.
I couldn't work with 30 kids in a class. And I got eyed out after 2 months. Couldn't behave. Just nervous because there was all the people around us.
Well, yeah, I wasn't really getting on with most people in my old school, so I used to like get in trouble on purpose and stuff to get excluded, so I didn't have to go because I didn't really get on with most of them. With Andy, it's a bit different in it, with poems and poetry and stuff. I've written one about child abuse before, and it's like a really long one. It took me like months to write it, but I done it in the end.
There's no full stops in it.
After break, 9-1 work with Andy to create a poem about the history. They brainstorm word lists for trees and for things from the past before combining them.
Right. On your boards, look at the words on your board.
The roots.
The roots, all right?
Yes,
the roots are
as deep as Titanic as sank.
The roots go...
The root. No, listen.
Shut up.
The roots are as strong as a pyramid.
We've got strong. The roots go down as deep as the Titanic.
Titanic.
That's lovely, Joe. That's really good. What else can we have in a tree? Leaves.
Leaves.
Thank you, sir.
I know what. Here's one for you. The leaves are as wrinkly as me old grandad.
Jamie, that is a truly brilliant line. All right, the bark. Joe,
The bark.
look on your list.
Bark is like cavemen.
What is cavemen?
The bark was like dinosaur skin.
Oh, all right. What do you, So the bark is beep as a caveman or beep as a dinosaur skin. What's the beep?
The bark is tough.
Tough, fantastic. So do you want tough as a caveman or tough as a dinosaur skin?
Tough as a caveman.
We had one line where we had two options, tough as a dinosaur skin, which is a very interesting line, or tough as a caveman. Now, in the first one, it's a kind of tactile, visual, like-for-like image. But for the second one, tough as a caveman, it's a much more metaphorical image. It's not tough in the sense of physically tough, but tough in the sense of the quality of toughness. So it's worked, I think, as a model, because it's allowed the children to engage in it at the intellectual level which they're able to. Just put them down now.
As well as the year group poems, they're collaborating on a whole school mural about their time here.
I'm going to put some words on, aren't you, Anthony?
Yep. Well, we're putting the finishing touches here to the Meadows tree. And it's not an ordinary tree, it's a strange tree because it's simultaneously an autumn tree, a spring tree and a summer tree. And when we finish, it's going to have words, I hope, all around it, describing the autumn term, the spring term and the summer term. You're the triumphant words, aren't you? Because we've got all these words like sports day, temperature rises, summer clothes, days out, red sunsets, holidays, sunny days, exam nerves, water fights, oh my God, happy days, horrifying, swimming bath, school out, enjoy yourself, say goodbye, get a job.
There's a lot of people in like this school like doing stuff with their hands and when you're writing and that. They like painting and stuff like that.
It's another layer of ownership. It's another way in which kids can feel, I made that. The Year 8s
9-2 have the last laugh with their class poem.
And you get to write the funniest poem of all, called The Lavatory.
What type of words do you need on the board?
I want toilet words.
Toilet. Toilet. We've already got that.
This. Watch them things when you've got soap in and you push it and it goes on your hand.
Toilet work.
Or an air freshener.
There's no fun for me if I know what the poem is going to be before we've written it. There has to be an element of risk. 1 minute into the poem, I am beginning to panic, thinking, I don't think this is going to work. OK, we're ready. We're done. The bark of the lavatory. Is there anything there that's a bit rough?
Toilet brush.
The bark is rough. The bark is rough as a toilet brush. Fantastic, Dale. Excellent. OK, the trunk. What are trunks like?
Trunk is brown like a...
The trunk.
Trunk
It's
is
the...
brown like a big block
Okay.
of poo there.
Oh, wow.
Trunk is brown like a big block of poo.
What does the blossom do?
The blossom smells
blossom.
like air freshener.
Fantastic, Daniel, man.
The tree is so big.
The blossom
Smells like air
smells.
fresheners. Do you have air freshener on here?
Can we do the twigs?
Twigs spread like body odour, sir.
It's when they grow out.
Excellent. Every time there's at least one kid who comes up with some breathtaking image. Not so much breathtaking in its originality. I mean, none of these kids are going to win the Nobel Prize for literature. Then I'm not either. What else is there in the tree? But the great thing for me is that their heads are not full of literary baggage. They sway like what? They know things that I'll never know and things I don't ever want to know. So they're very canny. But there's a fantastic innocence, too, about them, the things that they don't know, the books they haven't read, which gives them an eagerness and an enthusiasm and a freshness which you wouldn't get so easily in mainstream schools. Last line. I want the kids to know that writing doesn't just belong in books. It's not just done by other people. It can be done by them too.
The bark is as rough as a toilet brush.
The trunk is brown as a big plunk of poo.
Yeah.
The branches are as smooth as bog wool.
The blossom smells like air freshener.
The roots were like sewer pipes. The twigs spread like body odour.
The leaves fall like twinkling wheat.
And at night, the sound of the wind is the sound of the toilet flushing.